Hello children. Today we are going to start the geometry portion of our syllabus. We are going to start with similarity. In our book we are having two chapters, chapter 15 and 16 based on similarity. Out of this, chapter 15 has been omitted from the syllabus. So we are starting with chapter 16. I'll give you a brief idea about what are similar figures. If I am taking two square, I am taking two squares. One is this and the other one is this. What do we say? We say that these are similar figures. If I am taking one circle, if its radius is suppose 1 centimeter, another circle of radius 3 centimeter, what type of figures they are? They are similar figure. So they have got the same shape but size is different. Their shape is same but size is different. They are known as similar figures, right? We have done congruency also. What do we have in congruency? In congruency, the size as well as shape, both the things are same. But in case of similarity, shape is same but the size can be different. Clear? So in our chapter, we are going to study about the similar triangles. We will be studying about the similar triangle. What are similar triangles? Right? As we have criterias in congruency, same way we have criterias in similarity also. Two triangles will be given to us and we have to show that these triangles are similar, or what is the basic, or how can you show triangles to be similar. I'll explain you that. So the first one we have is similar triangles. Triangles are said to be similar if their corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are proportional. So basically this is the main difference between congruency and similarity. In case of congruency, the corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are equal. Angles as well as sides both are equal. But in case of similar triangles, what do we have? The corresponding angles are equal but the corresponding sides are proportional to each other. For example, if I am taking triangle ABC and triangle PQR, I have drawn these two triangles. Now in this case, the two triangles, they are similar to each other. Why? We have angle A is equal to angle P, B is equal to C, C is equal to R, and AB upon PQ. If I calculate AB upon PQ, how much it will be? See, AB is 3 centimeter upon PQ I am calculating. AB 3 and PQ is 6. So this ratio is 1 by 2. Similarly, BC upon QR will also be 1 by 2 and AC upon PR is also 1 by 2. So each of these ratio is equal to 1 upon 2. So what type of triangles they are? They are similar triangles. So this is the difference, proportional in case of similarity and equal in case of congruency. If two triangles, they are similar to each other, this is the symbol used for similarity. Only this, right? This is the symbol used for similarity. Clear? Don't get confused, it is only this one. If I put another two lines, it will be the symbol of congruency. So we are having three axioms of similarity. As we can prove two triangles to be congruent, for that we are having three axioms. Similarly, for similarity also, we are for congruency we have four, and in case of similarity we have three axioms. The first one in this is SAS. What do we have in SAS axiom is, as the name is suggesting, side angle side. In case of SAS axiom, two sides are in proportion and their included angle is equal. It's important that the angle should be included angle. Now we have AB upon PQ is equal to AC upon PR. So these sides are in proportion. AB and AC, these are the two sides of the triangle, first triangle, and included angle is A. And similarly in the second, the included angle is P. Angle A is equal to P. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, and in bracket you will be giving the reason by SAS axiom. It is important in geometry, everywhere you have to give the reason. Now once the two triangles are similar to each other, then the rest of the corresponding angles will be equal. Angle B will be equal to angle Q and angle C will be equal to angle R. Two sides were already given to be in proportion. Now the third side will also be in proportion to the two sides. Right? So this is the first axiom, SAS. Now the second one is AA axiom, or also known as triple A. What do we have in AA? As the name is suggesting, two corresponding angles are equal. So triangles are similar to each other, right? It's obvious if two angles are equal, obviously third angle will be equal to the third angle. So two are sufficient to prove. When once the triangles are similar, you will be writing by AA axiom, and after that, what will you have? Angles, you can write angle C is equal to angle F, and AB upon DE will be equal to BC upon EF will be equal to AC upon DF. This is the second, and the third axiom is triple S. So in this case, what we should have is that the three sides of two triangles, three corresponding sides of two triangles, they should be in proportion to each other. So triangles will be similar to each other, and after that their corresponding angles will be equal to each other. Children, one thing very important in similarity is we should make it a habit of writing the corresponding angles or corresponding vertices. Like in this, angle A is equal to angle D, so these are the corresponding vertices. B is equal to E, so these are the corresponding. Similarly, C is equal to F. Why it is important? Because once you are writing triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, after that when you have to write the ratio of the corresponding sides, in that case the corresponding vertices are very important. If you will be writing them corresponding vertices, then it is easy to write. Once I have written triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF, then from this I can easily say that AB will be in proportion to DE. Side BC will be in proportion to side EF, and AC will be in proportion to DF, right? So make it a habit of always, when you are writing this, it should be the corresponding vertices. So these are the three axioms to prove triangles to be similar. Next theorem, which is used frequently wherever we will be having the similarity concept, that is the basic proportionality theorem. What do we have in the basic proportionality theorem is, we are having a triangle ABC, right? In this triangle, if a line is there, but in the triangle, if we are having a line segment which is parallel to any one side of the triangle, then it is going to divide the other two sides proportionally. Like in this triangle ABC, we have DE is parallel to BC, right? D is a line in the triangle and it is parallel to BC. Now this DE is dividing the other two sides. Which are the other two sides? AB and AC. Dividing them proportionally. That means AD upon DB will be equal to AE upon EC, right? So this is the statement: a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle divides the other two sides proportionally. So when you will be applying the theorem, given will be triangle ABC and DE is parallel to BC. This thing will be given to you. And what is the result of the theorem? AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. This is the result of the theorem. And then we are having the converse of BPT. What do we have in converse of BPT? In converse, this thing will be given to you, and from there you can write that DE is parallel to BC. Right? In this it is given triangle ABC, AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. And what we'll have to prove is, or you can say what will be the result in case of converse? DE is parallel to BC. If we say the converse of the theorem in language, we will have, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle proportionally, D is the line, it is dividing AB and AC proportionally, then this line is parallel to the third side of the triangle. This line is parallel to the third side of the triangle. So this is what we are having, basic proportionality theorem. Now from this basic proportionality theorem only, we are having, there are many questions in which same figure is given to us. ABC is the triangle, right? I'll explain you this concept here only, and it is used frequently in the questions. D is parallel to BC. Same thing I am taking. In this case, we are having triangle ADE is this small triangle similar to triangle ABC. Triangle ADE is similar to triangle ABC. How are we getting? Since these are parallel lines, so this angle will be equal to this angle corresponding. This angle is common. or you could have taken these angles, they are also corresponding angle and equal. So triangles are triangle ADE. This small triangle is similar to this bigger triangle ABC by AA criteria. And then you will have AD upon AB. AD side is in proportion to AB. Similarly, AE upon AC. And third side is DE upon BC. Clear? Third side is DE upon BC. So in many questions you will be having this type of figure. There you can write AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC equal to DE upon BC. How are we getting this result? Because these two triangles, they are similar to each other. Okay children, let us start exercise 16A. Question number 1. In the given figure, XY is parallel to BC. These two are parallel sides. AX is 3 centimeter, XB is 1.5, BC is 6 centimeter. This much is given to be 3 centimeter and this portion is 1.5 centimeter. You have to find AY upon YC. So children, it's very simple. In this we will apply basic proportionality theorem. You will have AX upon XB is equal to AY upon YC. So it is 3 upon 1.5. When I remove the decimal, I have put here 0 is equal to AY upon YC. And it will be what? It gets cancelled. So AY upon YC is 2 by 1. Now, the second part of the question is you have to find out XY. When we are finding XY, in this the concept which I explained that will be used. In triangle AXY and triangle ABC, angle A is equal to angle A common. AXY is equal to ABC corresponding, which I explained right now. So these two triangles, triangle AXY and ABC, they will be similar to each other. We'll be taking the ratio AX upon AB is equal to AY upon BC. And how much is AB? See, how much will be AB? AX is 3 and XB is 1.5. So this complete AB will be 3 plus 1.5, that is 4.5 centimeter. BC is given to be 6 centimeter. So we can find out XY. It comes out to be 4 centimeter. Clear? Next, question number 4. In the given figure, this is the figure given to us. Angle ABD, angle CDB and angle PQB. These angles are given to be 90-90. AB is equal to X units, CD is equal to Y units and PQ equal to Z units. You have to prove that 1 upon X plus 1 upon Y is equal to 1 upon Z, where this is X, Y, Z. Children, in this we will be taking triangles similar. First, I am taking triangle ABD, this bigger triangle, and this small triangle PQD. ABD and PQD. In this, these angles are given to be 90-90. And this angle is, if I am taking the small triangle, we are having this angle. If I take the bigger triangle ABD, in this also we are having this angle. So this angle is common we are having. You can take common, or otherwise even this angle BAD. This angle is equal to this angle. They will be corresponding angle because these are two parallel lines. So any one of the conditions you can take. So triangles are similar to each other by AA criteria. And then we'll be taking the ratio of the sides. PQ. Corresponding to PQ, we are having the side AB. Corresponding to QD, we are having the side BD. So PQ upon AB is equal to QD upon BD. Now this PQ is how much? Z and AB is X. So we are getting Z upon X is equal to QD upon BD. Basically children, we are keeping QD BD in the right on one side, and we are going to find the relation between this by taking the other triangles also. Clear? So this is equation number 1. Similarly, if I will be taking triangle this CBD and triangle PBQ, this triangle PBQ, this triangle and the other one is this triangle, if I am taking, they will also be similar to each other. Similarly, same concept is used here. This angle is common, you can take. This is 90, this is also 90. So triangles are similar to each other. We'll be taking the ratio of the sides. See, I have written the corresponding vertices, so I can easily take PQ upon CD is equal to BQ upon BD. Now PQ and CD. PQ is Z, CD is given to be Y. So you will be having Z upon Y is equal to BQ upon BD. This is equation number 2. Now we are adding first and second. Left hand side added to left hand side, right hand side will be added to right hand side. So this is Z upon X plus Z upon Y is equal to QD upon BD plus BQ upon BD. BD LCM, and this is QD plus BQ we are getting. Now see what is QD. This is QD and this is BQ. This complete gives you what? BD. So it is BD upon BD, which is equal to 1. Z we can take common in the left hand side and we are left with 1 upon X plus 1 upon Y. This is equal to 1. You can bring down this Z to the right hand side. It will come in the denominator. This is what you have to prove. Next, question number 8. In the figure, this is the given figure we are having, triangle PQR. PS is, this is PS. This much is 4 centimeter. SR is 2 centimeter. PT is 3 centimeter and QT is 5 centimeter. Show that triangle PQR is similar to triangle PST. Children, again I am emphasizing on this thing that if the order which the vertices are written, same thing you have to take for the sides, right? So one is triangle PST. This is triangle PST and the other one is the bigger triangle. We have to show them to be similar. So PP, you can see P angle is common in both these triangles. So first is angle P equal to angle P is common. Next I am taking PQ upon PS. See, this is PQ and this is PS. I am taking the corresponding sides. PQ is given to be 8 centimeter and PS is given to be 4 centimeters. So it comes out to be 2 upon 1. Similarly, PR upon PT I am calculating, this comes out to be 2 by 1. So we are getting PQ upon PS is equal to PR upon PT. What do we have? The two sides are in proportion and their included angle is common. So triangles are similar by SAS. This is the first part. Calculate ST if QR is equal to 5.8 centimeter. It's very simple. QR, this is the third side of the triangle, bigger triangle, and ST is of the smaller triangle, third side. So there, this ratio is 2 upon 1. So QR upon ST is also 2 upon 1 you will have. And QR is given to be how much? 5.8. From here you can calculate ST. ST will come out to be 2.9 centimeter. When you will cross multiply it, ST comes out to be 2.9 centimeters. Next, question number 10. In this we are going to apply basic proportionality theorem. In figure, AB is parallel to PQ. This is the side AB. It is parallel to PQ. And AC is parallel to PR. These are two parallel sides given. You have to prove that BC is parallel to QR. So AB and PQ are given to be parallel. So I am taking this triangle OPQ, this one, in which the two sides are given to, one line is given which is parallel to this side. So AB is parallel to PQ in this triangle. Therefore, by basic proportionality theorem, you will have OA upon AP is equal to OB upon BQ. Clear? In this triangle, this is the triangle you can say we are having OPQ. AB is parallel to PQ. So, by BPT, OA upon AP is equal to OB upon BQ. Similarly, on the other side, we will be taking triangle OPR, this triangle. AC is parallel to PR. You will have OA upon AP. OA upon AP is equal to OC upon CR. So children, you can see the left hand side of equation 1 and 2, equation 2 is same. So their RHS will also be equal. From 1 and 2 you can write OB upon BQ is equal to OC upon CR. OB upon BQ is equal to OC upon CR. Now see this. We have OB upon BQ. This side upon this side is equal to this side upon this side. So if I am taking triangle OQR, in this, if OB upon BQ is equal to OC upon CR, what do we have? The ratios are given to be equal. Therefore, the line segment joining these points will be parallel to the third side. By converse of basic proportionality theorem, you will have BC is parallel to QR. Right, children? So we are having these type of questions in this exercise. Please try up to question number 10 of this exercise. And we'll take the doubts in the virtual class. Thank you.